Is Twisted Metal 2 the true sequel to this game? Is this one of the best in the franchise? Or Sweet Tooth cannot laugh at this one? Well, let's find out on ALThrowback. Welcome everyone to the ALThrowback reviews. Well, we're doing case file reviews. We were doing Twisted Metal 2. The sequel came out for Twisted Metal 1. For PS1, it came out in November 1996, I believe. So yeah, I think I grind this game. It's actually, I played this game way too much. I played the other ones. You know, I do play a little bit more in Twisted Metal 4 than I usually play, but still, I think it's time to review it. So what's this about? Pretty much Calypso came back, and this time instead of doing it in LA, since LA's been pretty much destroyed, decided to go world tour. So they want to go all around the world. So let's go check on that, shall we? Okay, so here we are. Now, I want to show you how this works. Okay, first, here's the difficulty, but I recommend doing medium or hard, because on easy mode for the tournament, it will be stopped at after Amazonia. You work in the rest mode because they want you to the higher mode. So there you go. Yep, you can turn the map there, but we'll do a map thing for demonstration. Audio, you can do that. And history is just pretty much tell the story and the credits of the game there. So that's pretty much all it is. Okay, we'll go here just briefly, not too long. Okay, challenge match, you just choose the battleground and you choose your character. You can choose up to 14 characters. 2 of them, Sweet Tooth and Minion, you have to unlock by a special code, which you can get online. It's very easy. In co-op tournament, you just play tournament with co-op with two people, which is actually my favorite mode of the game. It's actually pretty nice. Okay, we're gonna demonstrate challenge match and then tournament. Okay, password is the passwords for your character. The only ones that you don't do that are Minion and Sweet Tooth. Yeah, those two you can't do any passwords for those. So. Okay, so let's demonstrate here. Okay. Okay, we'll demonstrate what their characters are when they go to tournament mode. So yeah, you can choose how many enemies you want, from 1 to 7. Yeah, trust me, I probably will lose, but it's okay though. See those red dots there? That's where the areas are going to be. So, actually pretty nice. Okay, so they switch the stuff a lot on their first game. One, like the freeze part is on that. They have the special energy bar right on top of the weapons. Okay, weapons. Then some new came back. Fire, homing, power. Next, let's see. They have lightning, but only at certain areas. There's ricochet bombs. Napalm, which is just fire. Okay. Fire you at your opponents. Yes. Okay, let's see. Also remote. Okay, also ricochet bombs, you just push your opponents out there, so we're going to demonstrate that. See? You can throw your opponents out. This is my secret way to get rid of them, because a lot of times AI does that, or actually CPU label. Oh, they're jumping. disappear in like bugs. Now for challenge matches, you can play as many times as you want. There's no limit. Let's see. Okay, now for the advanced attacks, you have your shield. Yep. Oh, I tried to turn invisible. There you go. And freeze. Yep. That's pretty much all the basics for it. Yep, and also the health icon is the health. That's how you get your health there. Yep, you get. Well, technically for that one, it's supposed to be 0 for the lives part because it's a challenge match. You can get the Minion special too, but it will drain your. Yeah, it will drain your advanced special bar. So be very mindful when you. But one too, it's very useful though. There's actually a way you can sell your items for help for. Ow! Let's see if she can try to get to me. Yeah, don't worry, I'm just trying to demonstrate on the challenge match as much as I can. And these portals here will take you to point A to point B in a different area. So, also you can blow up certain monuments, which I will demonstrate that during the tournament mode. Alright, so that's pretty much what the challenge match, which is actually pretty nice because in the first game you can't do that, but this one you can. So pretty much Twistmas 2 is like everything you want and more. So, okay, so each one has different information, show you how you're handling your armor, your special weapon, your speed. So, okay, so here are the characters you get. You get Roadkill, you get Twister, you get Axel, Slam, Shadow, Sweet Tooth, this is back too. And yay, you can play Minion, yay! We'll be playing that soon. Okay, Nemhead, Outlaw 2, Warhawk, Mr. Grimm, Grasshopper, Helper, Spectre. Yeah, so pretty much almost all the characters came back. Except for this one, it used to be Pit Viper, but changed to a different one. Yeah, so Shadow is brand new. Mr. Slam is new. Axel is new. Twister is new. Of course, you're gonna. If I gonna say who's gonna the character I'm gonna be playing to demonstrate on tournament mode. Minion, of course. Here's a bad thing about Minion. Minion is super strong and all that stuff, but you'll get passwords. So if you lose your 3 lives, you have to go all the way back to the beginning. Just like Mario. Okay. Just so you know, I use cheats for infinity ammo and lives for the review. Now, like I said, there's actually monuments to get destroyed. Here's one of them. I was I. In lightning, there's certain areas like this one here. It's useful and not useful. The not useful part is that sometimes when you use the lightning, it may not damage your opponent, which is stupid. But they fixed that on Twistmill 3 and 4. Ooh, that hit me. There you go. Clean slate. After you've done your match, they'll say congratulations, you're prepared for the next one. Now the thing is though, like I said, Sweet Tooth and Minion are the only ones who doesn't have passwords, but the rest of them do. You'll see passwords when they show the opponents. And below, like Moscow for example, they'll show the password, and all you do is just type it there. You don't have to write it down because you can just go to the online site. For a lot of websites that they have anyway. Oh sheesh. Get off my back. Don't worry if I die. Yeah, this is hard mode because so they try to hurt you all the time. So. There, that's why you don't hit me in the back. Big and punch. See? That's why Minion is special. Get? That's why I love the Minion special. It's pretty much 3 missiles and a freeze. The thing is though, if one of them was like a power missile and stuff like that, I don't know, actually, there's like 3 different missiles, and they home your opponents, so that's pretty nice. One of them must be like one homing fire and power together, but in different colors. And then you got a freeze ray after that too. So, that's pretty much it. Okay, so the next area we're going to is Paris. And it's like, oh, can you blow up the Eiffel Tower? Actually, yes you can. Which I will demonstrate. Yeah, hey, location. Go. There you go. Now you blow up the Eiffel Tower. You can blow up statues and trees and a few vehicles, and a few vehicles may have like power-ups to them. Also, do combos as well, like do a freeze and then shoot missiles and stuff like that. Bye. Geez, I wonder what they're doing over there. Oh, you gonna face me or what? See? Combo. There you go. You make combos while you're doing it. It's actually pretty fun doing it that way. I love card combat games. I bet they don't make them. Hi, buddy. And you're dead. I love that level. Okay, in Amazonia, there was like a fire pit. The lava flooded the whole area, so you can actually put your opponents into the fire and they'd be done. But since we're not going to do that because it will take too much time on the review, we're going to try to do the review at least 20-some minutes. So, but this is where you have to face Minion after you beat your opponents. But since I'm Minion, you don't have to do that. Big boop. Big boop. What did big boop? Yep. You can also do a pour right here. You can go through right here. You can get some help. Done. See how fast they get melted? It's because it depends on the armor for each vehicle. Like sports cars, for example, they're not doing well on armor, but they're very fast, and you can actually shoot homing missiles if you want to do that way. If you're Spectre, for example, you can just shoot ghost missiles, and also ghost pilots, which is one name for it. Boy, yep. Actually, here's a bad thing about that. If you're away from your opponent, they won't do damage, which it does not make any sense. That's only one negative thing about that. That's the only tiny negative thing for this doing. But everything else is excellent. This is probably the best Twistmon game of the PS1 era. Yeah, I grind this game so many times. You know, I grind the game so much, I might have to go buy myself a physical copy disc because my thing's scratched out really bad. It doesn't play anymore. I'll see afterwards if I can find a good price for it on eBay. That's why I'm using DuckStation for quality purposes. Now here's another funny trivia thing. Oops. No, it's not gonna do that, but every time you do that, the explosion at the end. But you have to be far away, not destroy the body of the vehicle. You need to be far away from it, and then the explosion starts right there. All right, so the next area we're gonna go to is New York. Going to the Big Leap. Now, the New York level may not be like well designed, but it's still enjoyable though. I'm back. First slam. Get back down here and you can go bye-bye. This is one of my favorite ideas right there. Ta-da! Done. The block statue over here too. Time to say goodbye to statue livery. And we're done. Okay, so I have to go face closely. That's happy. Oh. Let's do the ricochet bomb fun. Boy, they sure tough like flies. Anyway, so yeah, so now I took my opponents, now they have all to deal with. Now, since we were to demonstrate the Antarctica, we're not gonna do that again. So what we're gonna do is just have fun with it. Okay, let's get rid of all two really quick. There you go. That's how you beat your opponents. Okay, so we're gonna make this one short for Antarctica. Now, no, excuse me. The only problem I have for the game here, it's Holland. Holland is 9 enemies. No place to hide. 9 enemies. Either a medium or hard. It's still probably the hardest level in the game. Okay, so we're not gonna wait this. We're just gonna get rid of it. Oh yeah, the other thing I forgot about is about Antarctica. It's almost like the dangerous game of playing musical chairs. Most glaciers will fall down to the water pit, and the further you keep along, stay in the level, the more glaciers disappear. And it gets to the middle part. The middle part is the only one that's still stuck around. So it's easier to push your opponents out of the pit doing it that way if you want it that way. Alright, here comes the hardest level. Yeah. So this is Holland. This is wide open as it gets. Yeah, you gotta watch out. Certain characters will freeze you very easily. That's like rapids. I use his armor. Sure. That's the best asset in the boss. I wish Twist Mode 3 is like this way when they add like other things and stuff like that, but boy, they really ruined it. Which we will put that on rage games, because those rage games will be the reviews of horrible games. And the reason why I'm going to put that in rage games because that is the worst version of Twisted Metal. I'm not going to say it's a horrible game, per se. Especially you get a lot of features on the second player that you don't get on this one here. But still, it's pretty sad that they did everything wrong with it. It was just like a tech demo for them to try to do something different from the first two Twisted Metal games. Although the fans probably like these two more than that. But Twisted Metal 4 was actually a lot better. Anyway, let's continue. Okay, so here we are. We're at Hong Kong Crunch. Yeesh. Okay, so there's two hidden areas I want to show you. Oh, this beam. Okay, this is the temple that you can shoot lightning, but very, very useless though. Because sometimes when I have enemies close to me, it doesn't get damage on lightning, so that's why it's a problem there. And the other is the subway. This goes around the level. You gotta watch out for that though. Also, there's a code right on top of it, which is actually pretty neat. Yeah, I just want to show a demonstration on that one. Okay. There we go. Alright. That looks like it's going to be a long demo. Well, hopefully in the next review will be this long. But I love this game so much, that's why I'm doing a long review. Although I could use infinite health in this one, but it's like, this is more fun. Because I got infinite lives, so if I lose a life, at least a big deal there. Ow. Oof. You know what? For a big tank like that, 160 miles per hour for a tank is actually pretty impressive. Alright, so we gotta do is gotta finish 8 opponents, which is the second hardest level in the game. Now, Darktooth boss fight is actually not too bad if you know about the strategy, but always use the Minion special for that one. Now, here's the thing though, there's nothing to unlock for Twisted Metal 2, except you just get 2 characters. That's it. Unfortunately, let's see. Unfortunately, you have to do that. Have to do 2 codes again to unlock Sweet Tooth and Minion when you start the game. But since got an emulator, we don't have to worry about that. Okay, so now we're gonna do a boss fight. There's actually 2 parts for that one. You fight the whole body of Darktooth and then the head of Darktooth, and then you check the ending for the free special prize, and that's it. Welcome to the theme song. Oh, I went right through him. Bye-bye. And he's gone. Boy, that guy was a brute. He only hurt me only a little. I just looks like, aha, I gotcha. Anyway. Oh, there's part 2. Oh, I didn't hit him. Well, that's stupid. Again. Okay. So, and it says congratulations, you're the winner, you're gonna meet Calypso for your prize. And I wonder what the prize for Minion. Let's go see.
Calypso, you are coming with me. Minion, it's so good to see you again. Surely we can work out a deal?
You stole my powers, Calypso, 11 years ago, stripping me of my birthright. Now it is time to pay the price.
No, don't do that. Please, Minion. It's scary down there.
Go, little Calypso
I
man.
want to race my car.
Time to rot in hell with your little sister.
Yeah. Oh crap! You know what? I forgot to put the different grade on my banner. Oh well. Well, I'll just do this one here. If you want to know what the pros and cons, you can check out in the description in the video below. So there you go. Okay, so let's go do this really quick. So, on a recap, so you have 14 characters to choose from, different levels of design, which actually everyone designed there except for Moscow could have done just a little bit better on that one there. But they fixed that on Twistmill Head-On, which is actually makes more sense for that. So I'm glad for that because then it'd be much easier. Okay. Can't believe I forgot to do that. Yeah, this is just big one there. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do for this one here. We're gonna put it right here. So we're gonna give this. Okay. There. There, that works. So we're gonna give this game an A. That's what I'm gonna get. So, well, that's it for pretty much for this review. I want to thank everyone for checking this video out right here. Yeah, so I'm not going to do pros and cons anymore on my videos. I'll just do it on the description below, make it much easier. So I'll just give the grade for the game, and that's what the gameplay and all about. That's all I'll do. Make it much easier. So, I hope you enjoyed this review. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Take care, everyone.